Welcome back to a brand new episode of Problematic Camos right here on BlackTideTV. If you guys do not know, Problematic Camos was one of the very first series that came out on BlackTideTV. It was right alongside the Royalty Camo Weapon Showcase videos, and it was a very, very big thing for me because it was a lot of my videos on there got most of my first initial views, and I gained a lot of subscribers off them, and they were a really huge success. But I stopped doing them for a little bit. I stopped having camos to do, but I'm bringing them back for one major reason, and that is the launchers here on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. In a lot of my royalty videos, I kind of said I'm not going to do the royalty camos for the launchers, and I'm not going to do the challenges because they're so outlandish and so crazy. But I started doing them, and I started getting some challenges done, so I'm like, what the hell, let's just go all the way. Let's get these challenges done and get it out to you guys so you guys know how to get these done too. So in this video you're watching real gameplay littered with some of my successful launcher kills with the Mahem. That's what you're watching today. Is you read the title, obviously, is Mahem UAV kills. This is arguably one of the hardest challenges in the game. I put it at level I put it at number 3 hardest challenge in the game, and it's just ridiculous. The Mahem is a free fire rocket launcher, and the rocket flies all over the place, and you're trying to hit this little plane in the sky. It's absolutely ridiculous. So before we get started, I'm going to actually issue you guys a health warning. If you're an individual with high stress, if you have high blood pressure, if you're prone to outbursts of rage, definitely do not do this challenge. I'm not even joking around, guys. If you have high blood pressure, you will have a heart attack doing this challenge. I'm not joking. This is not a joke. I'm being 100% serious right now. Dr. BlackTide on the job. You guys do not want to do this if you have high stress, if you have high blood pressure. You will freaking die because this is so annoyingly hard, and you just do not want to do this if you're one of those kind of people. So make sure you're staying patient and just taking it one step at a time while you're doing this challenge. So let's get right into it. What do we have to do this challenge? To do this challenge, you have to kill 5 UAVs with the Mahem rocket launcher, which is very, very hard. I kind of make it look easy in some of these clips, but it's absolutely ridiculously hard. Like I said, the Mahem is a free fire rocket launcher. It's like an RPG in previous games where you fire it and the missile kind of does its own thing. It kind of flies around and eventually it'll hit a target. So it's definitely made for close range, and the UAVs are not a close range thing. They're a very small thing, and they're in the sky, which is very far away, and they're very hard to hit. But there is a trick. You have to follow the trick, and then sometimes it'll work. The trick isn't even a real trick because there's not really anything I can tell you guys about shooting this down except for this one little tiny thing that I do know for sure. And that will save you a lot of time, but it's nothing special. You're not gonna, this isn't a life-saving trick or anything. This challenge is made to be really, really hard. I don't know why they put it in the game, but it's just made that way. So the way that this trick works is it kind of works, but then it kind of doesn't. Like, even using the trick, you'll maybe shoot down 1 in 20 UAVs. Some of these clips I got really lucky. I actually got 2 in one game, and the other one you saw earlier, I got 2 in one life, and that will never ever happen again in a million years. I'm like the luckiest friggin' guy in the world to shoot that down. So that was kind of crazy. But this trick, you have to know it, is you actually have to aim at a certain spot at the UAV in the sky. So basically there's a big ring on the aiming reticle of the Mahem. Now the big ring, you have to line up just a bit ahead of the UAV. I usually think about it about 2 inches ahead of the UAV, but it varies on where the UAV is in height on the map. And you have to go a little bit above, so you kind of gotta aim at the UAV, move to the right and lead it a little bit, and then move up a little tiny bit at the end, and then shoot, and then maybe you'll shoot down 1 in 20 UAVs with that trick. So later on in this video, we're gonna do a slow motion thing, and we're gonna show you all about that. But for now, just think about how tricky this is because of the height of the UAVs. For those of you that do not know, UAVs come in at different heights on different maps. So some maps, the aerial score streaks will be closer to you, and those ones will be easier to hit, because when you fire the Mayhem, the launcher itself, it fires, and it's very, very straight. The rocket flies very straight for a little tiny bit, and then it kind of veers off. It does its own thing. It gets kind of crazy. So the closer the UAV, the better. So that doesn't mean jump up in the air and go crazy and jump up as high as you can and then shoot it, because then you might be inaccurate. But definitely try and get it on some of the closer maps. Some of the closer maps are like Riot, Drift is pretty close, and Biolab is close. Like, there's some of those maps. I'm going to be doing a Paladin video, and that one is actually really important on what maps you use, so definitely tune in for that one. I'll go more in depth on the maps on that one. But basically, you got to try and shoot at the UAV when it's close. It makes it a lot easier, and the farther away it is, the more you have to lead it, because it'll take some more time for the rocket to get there. And it's really kind of technical on how to get these UAVs perfectly every time. So that last clip you watched was my very final UAV kill. This one, we're going to go into slow motion. You're going to see how to lead the target and how to get it just on. So as I jump up, I aim at the UAV about 2 inches from the outer circle, and then a little bit up, and I fire the rocket. And that will hit it directly. And it was kind of crazy. It was my last one, so I kind of freaked out, and I did a little dance and then jumped off the map. So you saw how you have to lead the target by about 2 inches on your screen, and then up a little bit. You just got to be up a little tiny bit and then fire. It's so tricky, and that won't even guarantee you a UAV kill every time. So my main tip for this is just perseverance. Just keep playing. Be patient. My best thing I could say to you guys is just play normally, and then when a UAV comes in, just shoot 2 rockets into the sky, and then keep playing normally. On the screen now, you're going to see some of these are my successful UAV kills, and where I targeted on the UAV to get them down. So see that some of them are farther away. The top right one is farther away, and I led it a lot more. You can kind of see the difference of where you have to lead them on different maps and on different distances. So that makes it a lot easier for you guys to kind of judge before you go ahead and try this challenge for yourselves. Like I said, what you need to do is just persevere. You can't be freaking out. Don't stress out about getting this challenge done, because you will just panic and have a heart attack. I'm not joking. This is really, really hard challenge, and you just gotta take it one step at a time. It took me forever and a day to get this video, to get all the video clips for this. And know what's funny? I got all my 5 UAV kills in 2 days in 3 games. 3 games over 2 days, and I got them 2 days in a row. It's unreal, and I've been trying to do this challenge for like 2 months. So you just gotta take your time with it, and don't freak out. Just play normally, shoot the rockets up into the sky when there's a UAV, and then just keep playing normally. That's about it for this Problematic Camos video, guys. If you liked it, give me a like. Make sure you check out the other Problematic Camos videos down in the playlist in the description, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot.